Here's something that stopped me in my tracks. 30% of all searches in India are now done by voice, not typing. That's nearly a third of people talking to their phones instead of typing on them.
Well, that really puts things in perspective. Just this morning, I was cooking and asked my smart speaker to convert measurements instead of typing with messy hands.
You know what's fascinating about that? It's part of this massive shift in how we interact with technology. We've gone from speaking to each other to typing on keyboards, and now we're circling back to just talking.
Hmm. So, how exactly is this changing the way people search for things?
Well, think about it. When you type, you use these short, choppy phrases like best pizza NYC or dentist Chicago. But when you speak, you're much more natural. You might ask, what's the best pizza place that's still open right now in downtown Manhattan?
Oh, that's so true. I would never speak to my device the way I type into Google.
And here's where it gets really interesting for businesses. Many of them are still stuck optimizing their websites for those short typed keywords, while their potential customers are out there asking these longer, more conversational questions.
So, they're basically invisible to voice searches?
Exactly. And it's not just about being invisible. These businesses are missing out on this huge shift in how people access information. Like in regions where typing in English might be challenging, voice search in local languages is absolutely exploding.
That makes so much sense. It's probably much easier for someone to just ask a question in their native language than to type it out.
And you know what's really interesting? Voice searches are 3 times more likely to be local based than text searches. So when someone asks, where can I get my car fixed right now? They're usually looking for immediate actionable information.
Well, that must be particularly challenging for local businesses to adapt to.
It is, and here's why. When someone uses voice search, they often get just one answer read back to them, not a list of websites to choose from. So businesses need to structure their content to be that definitive answer.
So, what should businesses actually do to adapt?
Well, first, they need to completely reimagine their content. Instead of just having a page about web design services, they should be creating content that answers specific questions like how long does it take to build a professional website? Or what should I expect to pay for a custom business website?
That sounds like quite a shift in how they think about their online presence.
Exactly. And they also need to make sure their Google business profile is absolutely perfect. Every detail matters: hours, location, services offered, because voice assistants rely heavily on this information to answer local queries.
You know, this really shows how technology is pushing us to be more human in our digital communication.
That's exactly what makes this so fascinating. The more advanced our technology becomes, the more it's pushing us back toward natural human ways of communicating. It's not about keywords anymore, it's about actual conversations.
So, what do you think this means for the future of search?
Well, while we probably won't completely abandon text search, the trends are clear. As voice technology improves and becomes more natural, we are likely to see even more people shifting toward voice search, especially for quick, immediate needs.
That's really going to change how businesses need to think about being found online.
And here's the thing: businesses that adapt early to this change in search behavior could really stand out. If most of your competitors are still focused on traditional keyword optimization and you're the one actually answering people's spoken question, well, you can see the advantage.
So, it's really about understanding how your customers naturally ask questions.
Exactly. And not just understanding, but being ready with the right answers in the right format. Because in the end, this isn't just about technical SEO anymore. It's about understanding human behavior and adapting to how people naturally communicate.
That's such a powerful way to think about it. It's really about being more human in our digital world.
And that might be the most interesting part of this whole revolution. Technology is finally adapting to us instead of us having to adapt to it.